Moving on to items under the Commissioners heading, the Board and the Economic Development Board wish to enter into an economic development agreement to undertake certain efforts put forth in the Strengthening Stark Report to improve and enhance the economic climate of the Stark County community. The Board is asked to approve and authorize itself to sign the economic development agreement. The agreement is for 3 years with funding for each fiscal year contingent upon availability and appropriation. The funding will be dispersed semi-annually.
I'll move to approve a resolution approving an economic development agreement between the Board of Stark County Commissioners and the Stark Economic Development Board.
Second, discussion. Ray?
Just want to say thank you for the continued investment. The work continues on strengthening Stark with a lot of people involved, including all of our commissioners. We have a governance committee in place under the governance committee, which is a wide section of individuals in the community who watch over, set priorities on strengthening Stark. Under that, we now have subcommittees under main areas being business growth, talent, quality places, and community engagement. So items come and more in-depth work is done at that level under the governance committee. So I think we have the structure in place, but what's really neat under all of this work is some of the outcomes that when you can pull people together, that you can make things happen. A prime example of that is a thank you that I sent to Alan Harold in the auditor's office, who was working on their GIS system, incorporated some of the things that we're doing or trying to do with Strengthening Stark, to now we can look by street where a business is located, people around the area that may be looking for work, transportation, daycare. So all of those things that people need to get a job or to keep a job, we now can look on a GIS map and tactically figure out how we can help create the right environment for people to fill the jobs that are out there. And thank you was for a week later, they said, well, could we take pictures of areas of life that we may be able to report, so then the municipalities in the county or the townships can look at that and react to it to try to or the quality places, be able to address those. So the auditor stepped right in within 24 hours, we were able to report those. So those are the kinds of things that we're able to do facilitating this with a lot of partners in the community, and all of that work has been free. It's just by getting the right people in the room, and that's just one example of many kinds of strategies that are going on in the community. Finally, the one John and I are on are obviously business growth under SEDB. So I always report to you how we're doing for the year. We set goals that were high because we wanted to push the envelope. So our goal this year is to make 225 business retention and expansion calls. John McLaughlin has joined us thanks to the support that you have. John's a retired lieutenant colonel of the Army. And fortunately, his wife grew up in Canton, so that's why he's here. But his strategic tactical approach to going out and helping our businesses is why we're trying to accelerate our efforts. But we had hoped to get to 225. We're at 140 right now, so we're on target. And why we get in front of these businesses is what it can generate. Our goal for the year was 600 jobs. We recently had the announcement of Diebold. Obviously, we have Hendricks in there. Another company in Maston's expanding. We're at 563. So we should exceed that because we have a good pipeline. We want to count payroll. Those new dollars create payroll. It's $20,800,000 in additional payroll to the community. And reminding you, the only way we count this is if there is a contract between the state of Ohio and the company that they will deliver these metrics over a 3-year period. So we don't just, make these numbers up with projects. There's a contract in place. What the good news is some businesses like ComDoc that move into the area don't get a Jobs Ohio grant, but a number of jobs brought to the community because they're moving from one community to the other within Ohio. So those are, I consider, jobs that are icing on the cake, However, most of those people probably don't leave their home. They're just driving a little bit different. We're looking at metrics, although that's very important to have that company here. We're looking at these metrics as one that bring new people or new jobs to the area. Jobs Ohio grants, if you remember 2 years we had 135,000 in Jobs Ohio grants. To date we have 2.6 million. Our goal is 4 million. And to date 68 million in CapEx for new projects and new contracts. Our goal was 100. It was 50, but we increased it because Hendrickson sure helped the cause in February, so we didn't want to undershoot. So that's the kind of work that's going on, and for you and the commissioners to help support that continued effort, we really, really appreciate it. What I also love about this, other than the governance committee and all the community working together, is the funding is coming from 3 buckets. It's our foundations, our county, and our business community. So I think that's a good combination that you want to have on any effort that involves all of us in the community.
Yeah, I love that partnership. The business community, the foundations, and the county. And you truly are the economic development arm of Stark County. And we really appreciate what you're doing. And, you know, we're in the right place at the right time now to see growth for, I think, decades and decades to come. So, Brian, you might give us the matrix of the whole thing and the reporting that they'll do to us.
So some of the highlights on this is a 3-year agreement. This kind of goes over their fiscal year, which goes from July 1 to June 30 of each year. For fiscal year 20, which has already begun, the first allocation will be $168,700. And then for the next 2 fiscal years, 21 and 22, will be $252,600 as far as the county contribution to this effort. Twice a year, we're asking for semi-annual reports to be given to the commissioners, progress reports on or before April 30 and on or before November 30 of each year. And again, subject to appropriations each year and for a term of 3 years. So that's kind of the highlights of it.
It's just all so important because anytime that the county can work with a respected entity to move our county forward, it's really a win for the taxpayer. And that's, you know, we've really eliminated bureaucracy, in my opinion, because for a long, long time, this county was encouraged to create their own economic development division. And as we all know, those things sometimes can get out of control. But instead, a better partnership came along, and that is Stark Economic Development Board. And what we're all doing together is keeping the ball rolling to continue to see Stark County grow and to make us vibrant. So thank you very much, and we look forward to your updates. I mean, I think that is so important, and also the metrics that we can measure the success for our county by. So thank you.
Thank you.